Today's Sunday, November 5th, and 9 p.m. And I had a heavy, I always have one meal per day usually, and in the afternoon. And it was like late today, and I had quite heavy meal. So I was thinking to have some coffee and, with bread and jam. And because I just got this jam for myself, like, after almost 2 years, I got a jam. Like, I've never had jam. I'm not used to it. But I just felt like having it, because I cannot eat, these ice creams and desserts like what my in-laws and my hubby have it, because, it's in the freezer. Then I have to take it out. I have to, always disinfect the outer part of it. And I told you, the moment I eat anything, even I put my spoon, but in the container of the cocoa powder that I use for my hubby, to make hot cocoa. That's it. You put your spoon, that is my spoon, which was, from my side of the kitchen cabinet where I put everything hygiene stuff. But the container itself, I might have put their spoon inside it. They think all that, right? So it's all contaminated powder in there. So they want to think so much. They want to go into these little things. So they immediately gave me mild fever and mild sore throat the next day. It usually lasts until evening, and all that stuff. Or sometimes it lasts 24 hours. Sometimes just lasts until that evening part. So this is what they continuously do. So anyways, my point was, I got this jam. It's like a small bottle, and I was watching, I told you how I've been watching the Sushant Singh Rajput's video. So for 2 hours, I think I was watching this video, or 1.5 hours that I was watching that video. There was nothing, because I had no thoughts about eating food. Then, right after that video was over, I was trying to find some, other shorter videos, about him, like about his case and all that. So the moment that video started, now I had a thought, I wanted to try that jam. And so I'm like, and then immediately these people first mute the right side of my ear. So I told you, anything on the right side means don't do that, okay? And so I immediately got up, because to me, you said no, so it means I have to do it now. And then when I went to, I just went to my cabinet area, and, I have my plates. I was taking out the plates and the cups and everything to make coffee and all that. And where I put all the spices and everything right there, like I had placed that jam bottle. So I just looked at it, but I was still taking out the bread from there. I wasn't actually holding the jam. And they give me very shooting sharp, intense electric shock on the right side of my brain. Oh, look, you looked at the jam. Our problem is that jam. Why they have the problem with the jam? Because it's the same jam that when my in-laws were here, my sister-in-law had come, and my, these in-laws, they were here. So now she has a daughter, like, she's like 8, 9 years old. So I had, cut out the bread in the form of a star shape, and I just made a very small, like this size, small, I made like a star of flowers kind of thing, and I just made a small butter and that jam thing, kind of dessert thing, because I'm like, she might like it. So I just made like, for everybody, not just for her. So it was just one piece I had made, so that if they want, they can have it after their lunch. So these people, they started just saying that, it's too sweet for us. I'm like, okay, then don't eat it. But mainly I had got the jam bottle for my hubby. It wasn't for any of them, because he likes to eat this peanut butter and jam. So I'd got it for him, and he eats it. He never has any problem. There is no issue with him. There is no issue with me. And I got the bottle for me, mainly for him, because he takes it to lunch sometimes. And I've told you, initially these people used to make a lot of issue. Whenever there is PB&J, I make it, they used to have always these Giral sauce, BXFBH and Giral sauce, like in the form of cockroach in the dishwasher area. at 5 a.m. in the morning when I go to make his PBJ. So they used to give me, either it's extreme raving of the engine, and they have even given me tongue bites, with the jaw bite. So they will stick out my tongue and then they will give me a bite at night. So they will even wake me up for that. And I will wake up in pain. So only at that particular time they do. So again, see, this is not just random thing going on. The thing that they have been doing, conditioning me for past 3-4 years about PBJ with the continuous cockroach or centipedes and those kind of things, or swelling the right side of my tongue, the raving of the engine, all of this is not random. It's a synchronized fashion. So so again, they didn't have, and I told you they have completely stopped the cockroach activity in the dishwasher area, in the sink area, and on the counter space area. After I started to post Maui, directed energy weapons, use of directed energy weapons in Maui, and how I was linking Gerald Sosby, how he and CIA and all these people, they used directed energy weapons and witchcraft on me, and how he used to place this cockroach everywhere in my area. And so anyways, after I started to post that on Twitter, that is when he took down his website. He stopped putting his cockroach in that area. However, I told you yesterday how they put the centipede to make issue about the pasta. So how many times they made issue about that one pasta thing? Oh, why you served pasta to your hubby? So first they had that small, this much size of centipede. It was a baby centipede right next to the dishwasher where I started to load the plates. And then there was a raving of the engine. How many times? Almost 4 to 5 times. Only at that particular time. Before that entire day, it was completely silence. Even after the loading of the plates and me wiping down the counter, after that also it was pin drop silence in my neighborhood. Only at that particular time they will come just to rave, just to make issue about this very same thing. So first they placed centipede, then they had 4 to 5 times raving of the engine going on very loud, and I think one time the helicopter passed also. They were still not satisfied by that. So what happened? When I saw the, like today morning when I got up, and there were 3 pieces that had fallen down, and it was like near that trash bin yesterday night. So when I came this morning, I just saw it, and I was actually sweeping the floor, and I was trying to take it, and I was trying to take the trash out and all that. So just because I saw the 3 things, again they want to horn into the same thing. So they gave me this pulling of my right eardrum, and they gave me this electric shock. And so just for that, again, they want to continue making the issue. They want to continue controlling me so much. Oh, like how they did to Rohini Baisesar, that girl, Indian girl in Canada, where she was they were trying to make a BIOROBOT out of her. It's the same programming with me, right? When this guy says that we are trying to make a homemaker's recipe. What is a homemaker's recipe? This is it. Oh, we will tell you what to do. We'll tell you what not to do. You don't wear this. You don't cook this. You don't eat this. You don't buy this. Same thing, biorobotism, right? So they want to have this control so much, because in doing so, they want me to act in such, oh, you don't buy this. So next time, because they've given me electric shock, they mute the right side of my ear. Who knows, even at night, they might give me a tongue bite, or they might swell my tongue, or by the way, they did swell the right side of my tongue when I was talking about pasta. Because see, first when I took the pasta from the floor, they gave me something, like I said, the electric shock on the right side of my brain, or they pulled my right side of my eardrum, or they did, it was, after that, I just had, so I was speaking to them because they can hear everything on the screen. So I'm like, oh, pasta, I just kept saying. So they immediately swelled the right side of my tongue. And like I told you, they've been swelling the right side of my tongue. It's like a tip of the tongue, but it's on the little bit on the right side. And I don't have any food allergies, and it never develops into ulcer. It lasts only for a few time, and I didn't have anything in my mouth yet. I was still cooking my food at that time when I was saying pasta, when they swelled my tongue. So see, when I was sweeping the floor, there was nothing. I didn't see any, I didn't feel anything. But they did give me this electric shock and pulling of my right eardrum and that. But only when I started to say, oh, Pastor, it's for my hubby, it's not for you. And, I started to talk back to these people because they can read everything. Because see how they were able to give me muting in my one ear. While I'm watching the TV, I just had a thought that I want to eat that bread and jam. I just had a thought. And so immediately they mute one side of my ear, like it was mute, only one side, and that was the right side. How did they know? I was watching the TV. So they are reading my mind because I didn't utter a word. And they are listening to what I'm seeing because they can see what I see and they can hear what I am seeing. But while I'm looking at the TV, I'm listening to the dialogues in the TV, these people were reading my actual thought that I'm processing in my head. And that is how they immediately gave me that muting of one ear. And I immediately got up and I started to make my sandwich. And the moment my eyes went on that jam bottle, because I know they want to horn into that jam bottle, that's it. Because usually if I have my bread butter, they never make issue. If I have my coffee, they never make issue in the evening. Only they want to horn into that jam, that's it. And it's like a no high fructose corn syrup jam. There is no, now they started to give me shooting needle pain in the right side of my navel area, as I'm saying. They didn't do anything. But see, they want my loose energy for their reptilians, for their grays, okay? They want to try to make biorobotism out of me. They try to all these control thing with me, right? Who are these people? Satanic cults, UFO cults, directed energy technologies, right? All these induced crime wave. They want to have these cults want to have sexual, physical, and psychological abuse of the children for the period of 15 years to produce who? Automatons, biorobots. Okay, that is what they want. Why? Oh, wait, we want to have these graduates, so-called graduates, cult program graduates, who will participate in contrived UFO abduction scenarios. Okay. But anyways, so what I was saying, yeah. So the swelling of the tongue happened, and yeah, just for the. So yeah, they have conditioned me for so many years with the cockroach thing every time, But now I don't care about them. You want to make issue about PB&J? How many times you going to put cockroaches or centipedes or give me these tongue bites and electric shocks and muting of my eardrum and this and that? Because it's not working. Because if my hubby wants it, I have to give it. Like if I tell him that, hey, these people are doing all this to me, I cannot serve you. It's not going to work like that, because he doesn't believe in it, in any of this program. Even if he believes, why would he sacrifice his wish over these people? Just because these people don't, who are they to control him or me, right?